capitalize on gold trading in the markets this week.
Okay guys, so starting off on the higher time frame, we can see that gold is clearly in an uptrend at the moment. So what I like to do at the start of any analysis is just to map out the current market structure and draw on where the previous mitigations happened. So in this case, we can see that we've had a break of this main daily structure just here. Price was in this internal downtrend, meaning like this whole price action was just a corrective leg into daily demand. So that's what we're marking on next. Price came into this area of daily demand. We then had price shoot up, taken out some previous structure, and this whole move was also fueled by the fundamentals going on at the moment. So we also have that as an extra confluence. So yeah, marking this on, we've had this daily change of character because price printed a lower low, lower high, lower low. Price then broke out of that downtrend in structure. Therefore, this is our change of character. If we go over to the 4 hour, we can see that the current market structure is still bullish. Price pulled back into this level of 4 hour demand. We then had a break of structure. And last week we saw price pull back slightly, and then during NFP we had this move up, creating this sort of trend line liquidity above. So the main idea this week will be to continue buying gold, looking to take this up to around 2009 to take out this previous trend line liquidity where we can see that a lot of people would be selling the market. So if we go to the lower time frames now and look for actual areas where we could look to get in the buys. So at the end of last week, I was focusing mainly on this 15-minute zone. So the previous week, price had engineered these equal lows above this area of 15-minute demand, just there, which you can see was left inefficient, and we had liquidity resting above it. Price gave us that initial push up from that level, came back, liquidated the initial buyers from the level, as you can see with this impulsive move down. On the 15-minute, we then had a change of character just here because price went from printing a lower low and a lower high to a higher high and a higher low. So if we mark that on, that's our 15-minute change of character. Price then pulls back, pushes up and breaks structure once again. So this would be a further break of structure. And this is basically just how I map out the 15-minute order flow, which currently, as you can see, is bullish. So as for potential areas where we can get into the buy positions, taking it up to around 2009 and towards that trendline liquidity that I previously mentioned, we have this 15-minute zone just here, which you guys can see was induced by this higher low. It was left imbalanced and price never came back to touch it. So the main idea going into this week, as I said, was buys, and the only area which I'm interested in buying from at the moment would be this area if price were to come into it and give us that clear entry confirmation. So something like this where price comes in, sweeps the initial buyers, then has a break of structure, and then we wait for a pullback into demand to buy up. If this level fails, we could see price head back to the low at 1970, and if it does come to the low at 1970, then it will probably also continue selling at least until this 1954 low. But yeah, judging by the trend and the current 15-minute order flow, I would say that the most probable thing is that we will see buy continuations once we have price come a little bit lower and take out some previous liquidity to fuel the move. So yeah, in summary, at the moment, just looking out for the buys, and this would be my main area where I would want to see a reaction for the buy positions to occur. So yeah, at the moment, slow Monday so far, just waiting for price to play out and develop a little bit more and see if we can come down into this level to take out previous liquidity. If you guys found this video useful, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment below your analysis on gold as well, or for any other pairs you are looking at this week. If you also want to keep up to date with all of my live analysis pre-London session at the beginning of each day, I'll leave a link to the Telegram group in the description below as well. I also break down all of my trades in there as well. So if you guys want to learn more about how I trade, then I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.